Hello and welcome back to the Painscreek Killings. So I've received a shitload of advice from you guys. I actually had a friend of mine who's been watching this who is excellent at puzzles actually gave me a hint for what he thinks I might have been missing for one of the codes, and we're going to go back on there. And I've done some exploring and I've found a few things. So first things first, since we're all the way back in the manor, I figured out this. I was actually given a very useful hint. You know who you are that gave this to me. Thank you very much. That was incredibly helpful. I say that the solution to the book puzzle is kind of asinine. So what it is you basically have to have the right and the left side, so you go in. So let's, it was right 4, 6 left, right 3. So you went 4 in from the right, so that was the first book, volume 14. Then you went 6 in from the left, which was obviously volume 6, and then you went 3 in from the right, which is volume 15. That puzzle felt weird. I feel like maybe there should have been references to, like, medical volumes or something on there. I don't know that I ever would have solved this without having been given that hint. But anyway, there should be a few pieces of information in here. So first off, we have a journal, or not a journal, a newspaper on Magdalene Roberts. Charles's mother, she died at the age of 68. And let's give it a quick read. Hospital reports heart attack as main cause of death. Magdalene Roberts passed away last night at the age of 68. She was visiting her son Charles in Painscreek when her heart failed. Dorothy Patterson, a maid working at the mansion, knocked at Magdalene's door at 7 a.m. Since there was no answer, she assumed Magdalene was still sleeping. It was only 2 hours later when Magdalene did not respond to her knocking that she realized something was wrong. She called Bernard Hopkins, the mansion butler, who came and opened the door to find Magdalene lying on the bed. She wasn't breathing, and he immediately called 911. Dr. Johnson, the family doctor and head of Painscreek Community Hospital, arrived at the mansion at around 9:30 a.m. and pronounced Magdalene Roberts dead. According to Dr. Johnson, Magdalene Roberts probably had a heart attack sometime in the middle of the night. More accurate diagnoses are yet to be determined, but Magdalene's death was most probably the result of high blood pressure and old age. So if you'll notice, there's a few things there. There's a few times. So it'd be 7, 2 hours later would be 9, and then there was 9:30 a.m. And we have a number here. We'll remember that number for later. We also have a couple of diary entries. Now, these are diaries from Charles Roberts. June 11th, our baby daughter is born today. We've named her Trisha. Vivian had to go through a cesarean section. I'm just glad that both mother and child are safe, and I thank God for that. I feel so happy to have a baby in the family. There's no words to express the joy I'm feeling inside. At the same time, I'm worried of what mother might say when she knows that the baby is a girl. Well, you know what, Charles? I would say to tell your mother to fuck off if she's gonna be a bitch about you having a daughter. August 16th, Vivian is being hospitalized for the second time in a year. First time was for the C-section, this time is for mental instability. Dr. Johnson told me not to visit her until she is stabilized and ready to receive me. What can I do? Mom wants a boy, but it's not safe for Vivian to be pregnant anymore. Sometimes I feel lost, not knowing what to do. Mostly I feel lonely. I think this is where... I want to say that this is where... He started to have the ideas of having an affair, or maybe this like set the stage for it. I never thought this would happen. Whenever Sophia is babysitting Trisha, she would listen to everything I have to say. I could express myself candidly. Never once did she question the decisions I made. It made me feel like she understands me. I found comfort in her, both spiritually and physically. I just never thought I would have a relationship with her. What should I do now? I have a name for a child. He will be called Vincent Roberts. I will add him to my will. Sophia seems to be hiding as well as she can from Vivian. Even I have not seen her in these last 2 days. I wonder where she could be. So I wonder then, is that implying that July 4th, 75 is the death date of Trisha? Let me, I'm actually going to note that down quick. So, July 4th, 75? Just going to note that down and see, because that might be an important date, the date of her death. Maybe that'll be important to Scott or to Matthew. Alright, what about you? May 3rd, 74. Vivian hasn't spoken much since she was discharged from the hospital. Dr. Johnson said she is fully healed, but it will take some time for her to adjust back to her old rhythm. I feel our relationship is deteriorating or has suffered permanently in some way. June 17th. I love Trisha, and I know Vivian does too. I can only hope that my mother's passion for a grandson will not affect Vivian's love for Trisha. I hope she does not hold any resentment towards mother. Well, that would, again, be very, very not good if that was the case. Alright, so we also found this here. This is a picture of Sophia the maid. Now, as far as I can tell, this doesn't really have any particular significance to it. But we also have this letter. Dear Charles, I received a letter from Dorothy yesterday. She told me everything. What have you done, my son? Does Vivian know? Have you even considered the consequences of your actions? And what of this Sophia? What will you do with her? You made a mistake and you need to take responsibility for what you've done. Do you understand? You cannot take her as your wife, you already have one. This scandal cannot be publicly known, it will destroy your political career. However, the child is important, he's your flesh and blood, and might be your son, or might be the son you need to properly continue the family. I'm not preparing to visit you, do not say anything to Vivian yet, I will take care of it when I arrive. Love, Mom. And that's June 16th, 1975. So, we already know that obviously the child was, or that Scott is Charles' kid, which obviously makes him a half-brother to Trisha, which obviously explains why people are very upset at the idea of them having a relationship, you know, for the obvious practical concerns about, like, inbreeding and everything else. So here's a problem. Those times that we talked about earlier, I put them in the clock upstairs, 7, 9, and 9:30, and nothing happened. It just locks out. So when I was exploring, I'd been given a hint to go back and check out some of the paintings here. Now, I have no idea who the hell this random broad is, but there's this. This is a 6-digit combo. Now, I've tested every possible date that I can think of out of that. So I've tested like the date of the mother's death, I've tested the date of various births, everything else. I cannot for the life of me figure out this code. The only hint I've really been given is that it has something to do with Charles. Well, there's several people that it could be. So, you know, there's obviously anything related to Trisha, anything related to Vivian, in theory stuff related to Scott. Yeah, I mean, that whole, obviously his mother, that whole thing, I cannot for the life of me figure out the code to that. So let's head on out. I'll go show you some of the other stuff I found, because there were two other very critical bits of information that I found, and then I want to go out and I want to test my friend's suggested code. It's been somebody who's watching this. I've known him for quite some time, and he said he gave me an idea about testing something, and if this code turns out to be correct, that means that I think one of the comments I was given maybe was worded weirdly or something like that, and it maybe kind of threw me on the wrong path. Oh, also, there is a hidden door here. I don't know what this leads to exactly. It's just a locked door. Like, normally this feels like it's something that would go to maybe a town water reservoir or something like that. But whatever it is, it's a weird door that I'm also going to have to try to remember that it's there. Okay, so first thing, I want to actually go to Bernard's place. I want to go there, and I want to see if I want to show you what exactly I've found, because it's about a puzzle that I've been struggling with. It's about the dart puzzle. So we obviously have a picture of the rules for the darts, and actually somewhere on my notepad I have the totals written down, although I think I also did take a picture of it. Okay, so I think that way just leads to... Yeah, you know what, this will probably actually be quicker. Yeah, let's go on down here. There's basically, I didn't search quite as thoroughly as I needed to, and apparently, according to the comment I was left, this is a very, very common thing to miss for people. And I feel better knowing that, because it was a very weird one. I still don't know how to solve this puzzle, though. So let's see, that would be one to Tyler's home, which I don't really need to go to right now. But over here, I think it was 31 Black Pine or Silver Lake or whatever the hell road this is. This should be Bernard's home. I still want to say that Janet should be taking a frickin' gun or something out of these cabinets, or taking a knife or something like that. She's an idiot, because there's a few hints going on that I think we might not be alone in this town. But anyway, so we obviously went around, we looked around, we're like, oh, can't find anything. We have that, we have some sort of a... I think, do we have like a note or something like that from Bernard that says something about like the key to the study is about... Actually, yeah, let's see, isn't it somewhere up here? Yeah, this one here. Subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. So, back of the door has a dartboard, which I didn't notice, although the fact that this is here gives me a little bit of a hint. And no, I sadly can't actually pick it up. But, actually, hang on, can I? Oh, I can't actually aim the point at myself. That's odd. I wanted to check something out about that. So, what we have the yellow is 7 and 2, so that's 9. And then in the middle, we have a red for the double on the center, which is 50, according to the rule book that I photographed earlier. Yeah, this one here, inner bull is 50, outer bull is 25, and then we have the double and the triple rings. All right, so that's 50, and then that's double, or that's triple 20, so 60. So currently we have a guaranteed total of 110 for red and 9 for yellow. However, let me actually get back to that page. I had to grab my notebook here. I did also notice right here, there's like a little divot out of the 6. And so I ended up just totaling these out. You know, what would happen if it was this total minus 3 yellows, or what if it was these 2 plus 6 minus the 2 yellows, and none of those numbers worked out, which makes me think that there is one more that I'm missing. There's one more, because normally darts is played with 3 sets, right? So you each have 3 darts, you know, red and yellow, or blue and gold, or whatever colors you have. I cannot see anywhere on here another potential marking. And you might be noticing, hey, there's like these little whitish dots, so directly to the left of my cursor where it says open, you might see a dot there. You'll see a dot directly to the left again here, and there's another one all the way up here, and then there's like some weird white lines up there. I don't have any reason to think that those are like part of the actual divots. This is a very noticeable one to me. So unless, you know, what I have is basically a range of numbers. So obviously, you know, it's not, the code isn't going to be all zeros. It's not going to be all ones, all twos, all fives, whatever. And the fact that the total number that you can ever possibly get is, I think, 150 leads me to believe that this code is going to be 3 digits and there's going to be a 0 either in front or at the end of it. I don't know what to do for this one. I really have no idea what's left. But again, I mean, we have a range, so the most that it could possibly... Actually, does that even make sense then? No, the total can't be... I think I have the backwards. Hang on. What is the total? Player starting score is a 501. That's right. Okay, yeah, because I went ahead and I was subtracting out numbers and I was totaling up stuff and all that. So there was no way to... I could not for the life of me figure out this puzzle. So this is another case where I'm stuck. Which is going to lead us then to the third place that I managed to find something. And this is where I was given an idea of what the hell to try. And I think this, again, if this puzzle turns out to have this answer, I was given a comment about the dates that I think, again, either the comment was badly worded or I took it too literally. I need to see something. Can I... Okay, I can't even open 32. What about... Oh, okay, I don't think I'd ever been out here. Alright, sweet. So that's just a complete dead end. But there was something in Scott's room that I missed. And it was in a really weird place, because I know for a fact that I went over there and I had explored it, but let's, I'll just hop in there and we can show you guys around, and I'll let you guys judge if I'm being dense or not. Okay. So, go ahead and open you up. I kind of wish this would take a little bit less time to load, too. I don't know what's been going on recently. So what you guys haven't seen in between this video and the last one was about an hour and a half of me getting very, very pissed off, like just going around checking fucking everything, and just banging my head on the wall with doing as many combination codes as I could think of. So yeah, let's go on up here. So Scott's room. Behind his poster with the, this was actually a poster of planes, there is a wall safe. Now, in here we have a toy that says May 3rd, 1985. So I tried a couple of different variants. You know, I'd try 0503, that didn't work. I tried 0585, that didn't work. I tried 1985, that didn't work. So I was given a piece of advice. It was that if the number is a birthday, it can be either the month and the day or the year. I've been given one piece of advice. The suggested code is 5385. Okay, the fact that that works, I think that was just a wording issue then with that hint, because I took that exact phrasing to mean that it would either be 1985 or May 3rd, not a combination thereof. Knowing that means that I'm still probably just going to have to brute force a bunch of puzzles using the various numbers I have. But anyway, this is actual progress. This is the first progress I've made in this game in almost 2 hours of recording. Or I'm actually not recording, of just wandering around getting really frustrated. So, I'm actually pretty happy about this. Let's go ahead and see. What do we have? Okay, first is a baseball that's very well worn. I don't know if this has any particular... Who does that say? Kelvin Wallace. Isn't that the, or Kevin Holland? Okay, yeah, so maybe this is just assigned baseball by the... Yeah, this might be just be assigned to baseball by, like, his favorite baseball player or whatever. And then let's see. Let's meet our secret hideout at 5 p.m. Code change to 8831. Oh! Their secret hideout. Was that, Fuck, what was that? That was that little shed behind the house, right? Yeah, that was a little shed behind the mansion. And then what are you? Sunday, February 18th, 1990, Mr. Peterson passed away at the age of 81. Everyone attended his funeral today. He was buried next to Mrs. Peterson. The population of Painscreek is decreasing. Old people are dying and young people aren't coming back after college. Will I stay in Painscreek till I'm old and will I die like Mr. Peterson? Will there be anyone left at that point? Thursday, April 22nd, 1990. Trisha talks a lot to me recently. I feel comfortable whenever she's around. I can be myself in front of her. She makes me happy. Aw, so that's maybe the first time that he starts actually having like a feeling for her. Father Matthew tells me it's important to have goals in life. I wonder what life goal I should have. I wonder what Father Matthew's goal is. Well, probably to sleep with Sophia if he's not already doing it. Let's see. Saturday... Or not Sophia. Was it Sophia? Was that the one that he was, like, really in love with? That he got her the job by claiming she was a relative? Yeah, Saturday, May 18th, 1990. It's been a few months since Derek got hired by Trisha's dad to be the mansion driver. He gets to travel around the world now. I envy him. I want to work too so that I can buy something nice for Trisha. Okay. There's a secret room in the mansion? I can't believe it. I can't wait till Saturday to explore it with Trisha. I'm assuming that just has something to do with the book puzzle. But, okay. Why do I feel like this might be important too? Mr. Peterson passed away at the age of 81 and he's buried next to Mrs. Peterson. Do I actually have his name down as one of the dead? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't have anyone named Peterson down. Okay. Well, anyway, I have a code, 8831. Let's head on back to the mansion. Let's go explore that, because this is the first real lead I've had in way too damn long. Yeah, it'd be really, really nice to actually start making progress in this game again. I do also want to say that you guys were fantastic. I really appreciate how supportive you guys were, and that nobody seemed to get, like, upset at the fact that I had to use the freebie to give myself any level of progress. You guys are great, so thank you very much for being supportive about that. I kind of kicked myself for a few days afterwards, because it felt very not good. Because all things being considered, this game is really surprisingly fun. I didn't expect to be as into it as I'm finding myself. So any time that I sort of have to cheat feels like a little bit of a... I don't know, it feels just wrong. It feels like this game deserves better. Anyway, let's head on back. So it was 8831. I'm really hoping that's going to give us... Well, actually, yeah, that should have a couple of things, shouldn't it? That should have a couple of keys. It should have the chess pieces, which are just those puzzles. Yeah, it should have... Yeah, obviously I'm not going to need the chess pieces for the study room code, but maybe I'll be able to use them for something else then. Okay. That'll be interesting then. I wonder what those keys are going to go to. I'm trying to think of what I've encountered that's even locked. So I think Bernard's place had a locked door, but maybe the key for that'll be in the study. I feel like there really aren't any more locked doors in the actual... Well, no, I guess there's the attic key, isn't there? Yeah, there's the attic key stuck in the upper level of the mansion, right? It's like way over there. Oh yeah, and then there's the garage area, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Well, let's really quick jog on over. I'm feeling really excited to go... Yeah, to get back to this, to be searching. Also, I keep on looking up to see if I can spot that ghost girl from the last time, but I don't think we're going to. I think we only are going to see her at Painscreek. Although, if that is Sophia, it would make sense that she'd be haunting here. Well, kind of. Alright, so anyway, let's go see. 8831. Beautiful. Oh, thank God. Alright, so a couple of things that we can find here. So first off, what are these keys? This key says Trisha. Found in the mansion's garden shed, there's something written on the back. What? Come on, game. There we go. Okay, that's Trisha. What does that say? Drawer. Oh, that's right. Her drawer had a lock on it, didn't it? Okay, this is a mansion. Oh, fuck yeah. This is the mansion attic key. Hell yes. Okay, and what are you? Alright, just in case I need this later, so this is the rook. And then this is the queen. Okay. And what about you? Are you... Oh, you're Trisha's diary, aren't you? I like being with Scott. I can be myself in front of him. He doesn't judge me or tell me what to do. He cares what I think. He makes me happy. April 1st, Scott and I have decided to have our own secret hideout. It'll be really fun. Mom won't know that we are secretly meeting. Okay. September 3rd, I'm so glad that Scott is now working at the mansion, although having Andrew as the supervisor is probably not the best idea. He's drunk all the time. I don't want him to influence Scott in a bad way. And then Scott has to work the garden the whole day. After that, he has some errands to do. I guess we won't be meeting today. I miss him already. October 1st, I wanted to learn photography, so Mom hired Oliver to be my tutor. At first, I thought he would be too old to teach. Plus, his techniques are probably too ancient. But when he came, I was surprised that he's a very humble person. Despite our age differences, we talked for hours. I felt comfortable around him. Then he showed me the photos he took. They were beautiful. It was around this point that I figured out that Oliver is perfect as a tutor. That I shouldn't have been quick to judge the old man. I'm glad Oliver is my teacher. October 5th, Scott has finally finished moving all of his stuff to the cabin. Winter's coming. It'll be extremely cold in the cabin. The fireplace should help. Maybe I should knit a scarf for Scott. I think I'll visit him today. That was October 5th, 1993. Okay, well, you know what? At the very least, that gives me... The hell, that was weird. Oh, and hello, what are you? Oliver from the Frodo Lab borrowed a shovel and a wrench, Andrew. P.S. we have extras, so I told him he could keep the tools until he was done with them. Where are these extra tools that you speak of then, Andrew? Because I think I need a shovel to go back to the cemetery. Yeah, God, because I still need to get a... What would it... fucking A, mouth. What is it? It's a key to Mrs. Patterson's house, right? Dorothy Patterson, like the maid or whoever? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so then... Yeah, because that's how I'm supposed to get the tools, right? I'll figure that out in the future. So let's see. Yeah, there's this drawer here. And to use you, I need this. Okay, I'm going to take a quick drink here. Okay, let's see. What do I have? Well, first off, that's going to take me back to the cabin. Please hold on to this. Someday I will tell you everything. Okay. Before I go read the diary, let's see. What is this? This is a house key. And what is this for? Found in Trisha's letter written by Dorothy. Dear Trisha, you can always stay at my place when you feel lonely. Aw. Okay, so that's a door. This is a key for Dorothy. This is the attic key. And then this is going to be that secret thing in Scott's cabin. Okay. Hell yeah, we're making progress. Fuck yeah. May 22nd, 94. Mom is so judgmental. She doesn't want me to be near Scott, saying that I should find someone who is of the same class as me. What does that even mean? Who determines what class Scott is in? Did Mom talk to Father Matthews? Is that why Father Matthew also forbade us from seeing each other? Don't they know we're in love? Oof. Oof. Oh boy. Yeah. July 24th. Last night Scott and Father Matthew had a big fight. Father Matthew told him to stop seeing me again. I asked Scott why, but he didn't know the reason. I feel so miserable. Scott asked if I had a younger brother named Vincent. I didn't. He told me it was probably just a rumor, but wanted to be sure about it. Who'd spread such a rumor about my family? October 11th. At dinner I asked Mom if I ever had a younger brother named Vincent. She stared at me and said no. She then asked me where I got the name from. When I said from Scott, she told me dinner's over. I argued with her. She yelled and sent me to my room. Later I heard her arguing with Dad. October 26th. How can Mom fire Scott? That's so unreasonable. There's no reason at all for firing him, and why can't I see Scott anymore? I love Scott. Dad loves him too. Only Mom hates him, and I don't even know why. Well, that would, yeah, can't possibly imagine, Trisha. November 22nd. I find it really strange. I knew that today was Scott's day off, so I tried to surprise him at the cabin. However, I could not find him. I searched everywhere, inside and out. He was nowhere to be found. Just as I was about to leave, he suddenly appeared as if he'd been here this whole time. This has happened several times now. I wonder if there's a hidden room in the cabin that I just don't know about. Well, oh, and I think I just got the achievement for Trisha Roberts' story, so I think I just figured out everything about that. Okay. Well, hell yeah. I really have to appreciate my friend who suggested just testing out that code, because otherwise I would have... I mean, that I think was the one piece of the puzzle that I really frickin' needed. So let's see, where do I want to go next? I want to save the cabin for last, I think. So let's... You know what, we're already here. Let's go test out the attic, and let's go see what happens. And let's see, here's the attic key. And this is right above where the... Yeah, this will take us to the garage, won't it? Okay. Oh, I'm actually really excited now. I'm really enjoying this. So, let me just keep on... Okay, what are you? Secret safe instructions. Insert the clock key, set the time, turn the key. Oh, okay, and it just says tea time, but when the fuck was tea time? Actually, shit, don't I have a note about tea time somewhere? Hang on, are you... Yeah, and all of these still say 2:28, but 2:28 is definitely not the time. We tested that in one of the earlier episodes, right? We tested that like 110%, and that is not one of them. I'm also getting that real paranoid feeling again. I don't know why, but I just can't shake the feeling. I think it's because this room looks like it's perfect to loop away from a bad guy. Yeah, where I would just have to like lure him one way and then go around. That's what this feels like to me. And I really don't like that. Okay, can I unlock you? Oh, good, I can. Okay. Perfection. Oh, I'm really feeling the paranoia. Can I not lift these? God damn it. That would be really nice to light up this whole flippin' area. Okay, what are you? You're wood glue. Nothing there. This is just a barbecue. I see the diary there, but I want to check that last. And really, I can't like open up any of these. Is there also not like a shovel or something that I can use here? No, these are just a pair of vices, although that's really not how a vice clamp works for woodworking, but anyway. And now, yeah, let's just, keep on searching. What else can I find? A bunch of liquor bottles, a bunch of bottle caps. Was Andrew drinking on duty then? Yeah, maybe he was. Maybe he was drinking on duty, then he was hiding the bottles in here because the owners would never come in here. Tuesday, September 21st. I didn't feel well today. I had a nightmare last night. I can't remember what it was like, but it was unnerving. I see Scott all the time now. He has started working at the mansion. He's always the Trisha. I used to be the one to hang out with Trisha. Oh, so this is Derek. Mom says she feels better these days. It's as if she forgot she even has cancer. I hope she recovers quickly. Mr. Johnson is a great man to help us out like this. Trisha talked to me today. She said Scott is busy recently and she feels lonely. I would never make her feel that way. I cannot say it to her, but I will be there whenever she needs me. We talked a lot. I wish every day would be like today. Today Scott came and asked if I knew anything about Father Calvin. I only knew him as the previous church pastor before Father Matthew took over. I told Scott to ask Matthew about it. He didn't say anything and left. Looks like they aren't getting along too well. Derek Tyler didn't die, right? No, he didn't. So he's also potentially alive. I'm trying to figure out... So, how many... How many people died? How many people died? How many people's stories are we even trying to figure out at this point? Let me actually, I just want to see. So I don't... Okay, so this is Dorothy's bedroom, and then this is the cross that I think I'm looking for the cabin. Yeah, I mean, so am I trying to figure out, like, everyone's death here? Obviously, we have Vivian's murder, and she was found killed, like, somewhere out here on the steps, right? Was she, like, beaten to death or something like that, or stabbed or something? Yeah, that's... Okay. I'm trying to think, then. What else can we... Yeah, how many things am I trying to solve here? But anyway, let me, actually, you know what? Let me just double check this. So, let me see. Who killed her, what was the motive, and what was the murder weapon? Okay, so yeah, I guess these are our objectives. So who killed Vivian, and what was the motive, and what was the murder weapon? Well, who would have had a motive to kill Vivian, right? We have Scott, we have Matthew, in theory, maybe Charles? Because he didn't die as far as I'm aware. Actually, you know what I should do? Let me, let's look. Where is Dorothy Patterson's file again? Dorothy Patterson, 40 Black Pine Road. And Black Pine Road is actually the one that I'm currently on, isn't it? Wasn't she, was she living here? Is this the house? 40, yes it is. Okay. Beautiful. Let's see then. Are you going to work? Use. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this feels so good to be making progress. I'm just really happy. So, yeah, so we have 3 people who definitely have a motive. I mean, unless it's a whole other cause. You know, like we know, what was his name? Bernard. You know, he could have had a motive because he cared so deeply about her. Oh, wow, this is... What the fuck? This is a fireplace that doesn't even have a flue? Does it just fill up the room with smoke? Who the hell would use that? Okay. Well, let's see. So this is presumably a picture from Trisha. This is a new home lifestyle in the heart of town to take pride in helping others realize their dreams. This looks like a retirement community. Painscreek retirement. Okay. So maybe that's where she ended up... Well, no, she said she was leaving town, right? Also, this is a really awkward home she has. Yeah, very awkward, especially like that weird... I don't know, maybe just because I'm tall, but I feel like anytime I'd use the toilet, I'd bang my skull open on that. Alright, no keys, that's just more pictures, and there's... Well, what's over here in like this little sitting room entrance area? Oh, hang on. You're locked, but... I should be... Well, you know, maybe I just can't go that way, but these little like knobs you normally just push in and then turn, and then they unlock. Alright, what's in the desk here? 1, 2, more of the... Just like another stapler. Oh, what is this? Scriptures by Reverend Keith. What the fuck's Reverend Keith? Okay. Let's see then. That's just more notebooks, more nothing, some glasses. Oh, and a diary. February 2nd, 75. Charles asked something of me today. He asked if I'd be willing to stay with Sophia, that he'd arranged to have a house rented out a little ways from the mansion. I told him that I would help, but that Sophia's pregnancy will eventually show. There's no way of hiding it. He seemed very worried. Okay, so she was definitely at least loyal to Charles then. Let's see, February 6th, Charles came to me and expressed his gratitude for taking care of Sophia. He said he'll be covering all the necessary expenses and not to tell anyone about it. As for her growing ballets, for the time comes, I'm going to make something up about her running errands outside of Painscreek. I'm not sure if that will work. Sophia's 8 months into her pregnancy. Her belly is so big, so I asked her how she felt. She told me she's happy and feels hopeful for the future. Okay, she said it would be best if the baby's a boy. I understand why she's thinking that way, but I can't help but wonder how Vivian will feel about it all. What will the ramifications of this be? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, because one of the other things that I did too is I went in and I noted down all of the relevant like birthdays and death days, and there's only a couple on there. So Scott Brooks, Calvin Bennett, and then we have the death day of Sophia, but that's not written in the whatever it's called. The graveyard, that's the word. Thank you, brain. So yeah, Scott was born June 1st, 75, and that was, when was that last entry from? It was like early April. Yeah, so that pretty much confirms that Vincent is also Scott, or that Scott is also Vincent. Now, before we check up there, what else do I have around this way? Nothing here, nothing here. Another of these fake fireplaces, I guess. Nothing, just tea sets, okay. When would tea time have been? I might have to go, maybe in between the videos, I'll go dig through the various things and I'll see. Wasn't there a reference from Bernard about tea time or something with Scott? One of those guys, I think, was referencing tea time, because I think that was when... Was Scott asking about Sophia, maybe? Alright. Oh, this is another person who apparently is wealthy enough to actually have a bathtub that's really frickin' shallow. Okay. Let's see, what's in here? Just more various, like, pills. What is with you guys and having a prescription medication problem? I swear, half this town is frickin' addicts. Okay, can't do anything with that. Nothing here. Random plunger, random try. Okay. This is just like a pretty simple, small home. And you're locked. Okay. Well, this does leave me at a little bit of an impasse then. Yeah, why would that be locked though? Is there really not like a... Yeah, I'm looking for anything that jumps out at me. Is there like a hidden key? Yeah, and all I have left is this metal cross with the embellishments or whatever. The one that goes in the cabin. Okay, well, I think I'm pretty done on that one. So let's go check out the... Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to go check out the place at the cabin. It's the only thing I can think of doing. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Anything else? I mean, yeah, without sitting here and just, you know, wasting your guys' time, like, just grinding out numbers. Yeah, so you know what I'll probably do is I'm going to go see what this unlocks at the cabin, and then I'll probably go ahead and I'll wrap up the video then. And then in between those, you know, I might sit down and I'll re-brute force some numbers, but... Yeah, that's... I don't think I ever would have gotten that one puzzle at Scott's place with the numbers that I had access to. Yeah, I think there was like, I was misunderstanding or something with the hints that I was being given, so... It's a little disappointing, but anyway. Let's see then, what does this unlock? So he's mentioning like a secret room. And don't we still have to get into the frickin' basement of the hospital, don't we? So how do we do that? Unless that's a complete red herring. No, that shouldn't be, though. That shouldn't be a red herring. Because we need that to get... Yeah, I mean, we need that to use this... To use that thing, right? We need that to use the access key to get records. And I still want to know who the fuck is actually living here. Why are they living here? Okay, so, that's not what I wanted to do, brain. Use you. And then what do you actually do? Can I... Okay, what is that? Hang on. Oh. Okay. Wait, what does that say? Who killed my mother? Hold on, we're gonna close that door for a second, and I can... Oh, I actually have light in here, nice. Oh shit, so like Scott had a little hidey hole here. Oh, and this is where he was sleeping on a wooden bed. God, that... You know, I'd probably be about murderous after using that for a while, too, because of the frickin' uncomfortableness of it. Oh, hell. Alright, so we have... This is, at the very least, an indication that Scott maybe... Why was she killed? Okay. He's my father, couldn't be hurt. She tried to find Sophia. She's my father, his wife. Bernard, he saved me, couldn't be him. Matthew, in Indonesia at the time. Andrew, Wanda, Derek Johnson. Well, didn't he eventually was told, right? He eventually was told that it was Vivian, Andrew, and whoever the hell else. Dr. Johnson. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, hang on, the old sewer entrance? That's what that is? Oh, okay. Derek and Wanda's... oh, so this is like... Yeah, this is just a map. Does that say birdhouse? Is there a birdhouse that I'm supposed to have been using this whole frickin' time? Oh, and that's actually Trisha, okay. Yeah, let me, I'm gonna take a quick reference of this, and I'm actually gonna... Yeah, let's just make sure I have photos of everything that I can get here. And he really wants to know, why was Sophia killed? What are you? An old gate key? Okay, what does this go to? An old mansion gate key seemed unused for a long time. Mansion gate key? What? Old mansion gate key. Mansion gate. Wait, is that just the gate that actually leads to the mansion? What? But the gate is open. We don't need a key. Robert Estate security tapes. Oh, hello. Okay, can I can't do anything with that. Oh, so I can't, like, watch a tape? Very, very curious then. So what does it say? I found out who killed my mother. Really? Well, shit, Scott. Why can't you have finished typing this then? Alright, and what are... No, come on, game. Don't do that to me. Okay, so this is another key. What is this? An old... Oh, is this the key to the sewer then? Okay. So there's all of these, like, sewer... Here, let's just take a really quick... Oh, man, so there's a lot of sewer exits then. To Painscreek Community. Yeah, if there's that, that's the old entrance. I wonder then if maybe we can use that to, like, get under some places? Maybe we can, like, go through the sewers, then make our way underneath to the hospital? Is that what we can do? Oh, that'd be interesting. Okay, that's all that. That's just that. There's a couple other drawers here, so let's see. What is... You're just like one of the little binder clips. Oh, and then here is a music box key. Oh, shit. Okay. Old key for a music box found in his cabin. And then this is 62175. There's a... Oh, is that the thing that says my darling baby boy or whatever? Or my darling boy? Yeah, that then confirms it. That was definitely her. Understanding psychology, seeing what others don't. The mind is the key. David Tennant, Sarah Patterson. Focus on tackling human behavior. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so Scott was very dedicated to solving out this case. What did he write down in his diary then? Monday, February 13th, I realized who I am from the moment I saw the photo. I have the exact same blanket. I know who my father is. Everything makes sense now. I visited Andrew today. I needed to know where they hid Mom's body, but he cried and begged me not to say anything about it anymore. There was no room for whatever questions I had left. I then told him I'm the boy he gave to Father Calvin to get rid of. He was utterly shocked. After that I left. I could not bear to look at him for another second. I know who I am, and now I feel everything is falling apart. Andrew came to the cabin and told me where the body was hidden. He said he was sorry and left. Externally I was quiet. Internally I was sputtering and livid. After he left, I came to my room and cried. The well had dried up and was covered in moss. I wouldn't have known that the well even existed if I didn't work at the mansion. I eventually found Mom's body. I buried her in the cemetery next to Father Calvin. There's no tombstone for her, just a wooden cross. I don't think Father Calvin would mind. After all, he was the one who saved me, so that's definitely Sophia. Another month has passed. I haven't worked since and have stopped meeting anyone. Trisha knocks on my door every day, but I would hide each time. She cries every time, begging me to come out, anxious to know why I won't see her if she has done anything wrong. I don't know what to say to her, but I know we cannot be together anymore. Father Matthew visited me today. He said that he hasn't seen me at church for a while, that no one has heard from me in weeks. When he asked how I was doing, I began crying. The tears just flowed down my cheeks. I cried and I cried. I just couldn't stop them. I told him everything. I told him that I know Charles is my father. I confessed that I now knew that Trisha was my half-sister. I said I didn't know what to do now. He listened and didn't speak. So, hang on. I don't think... Well, there was a thing about he wouldn't have known if it didn't existed if he didn't work in the mansion. Yeah, I just got the name for Scott Brooks' story, so I think we just found everything about Scott Brooks. So, let's see. I now have a few keys. So there's something about a mansion gate, a sewer key, and then a music box key. But I still need to somehow get... I still somehow need to get into the photography place. And I still want to get to the time capsule. And I still need to get into Dorothy... Oh no, we already got into Dorothy Patterson's house. Never mind. But wait a second. Didn't, Let me get my notes here. Mrs. Patterson key to the... Yeah, Mrs. Patterson has a key to the photo lab. Why did I not find that in there? Unless somebody went in and took it, whoever the hell this is. I'm so confused. Oh, I'm really happy with how that turned out, though. I'm so happy that I got that. That's really good. I'm still a little irritated with that puzzle, but that's really, I think, just a misunderstanding more than anything. But now we have a lot more leads, and I'm going to wrap up the video here. Next time, we're actually going to go back in. We're going to go test out this music box key first, and then I think we're going to go into the sewers. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you next time.